Hi, I'm Gavin Knox.
I'm Alex Court, and welcome to today's Take a Pew. Today we're joined by John Little, and he's a local singer-songwriter. So John, would you like to tell us about how you got started in the music biz?
Well, pretty much started singing when I was about 8. Wasn't very good at the time. And then started playing guitar, piano, and started writing from a really young age. Went to pretty much every music college there to go to, and then just went on from there. Started joining bands and stuff like that.
Was there anyone who inspired you when you were young, or what got you into it?
I was a bit dark in my youth. It was more like grungy, Pearl Jam, Nirvana type bands. But obviously then it matured into more of like country rock, and American really, like Matchbox 20, Group Dolls, people like that. But pretty much anything right across the board. If I hear and I like it, then that's it pretty much.
What would you say? I mean, like nowadays, you say you know, your influences have changed since your youth, or do they still play a small part?
I'd say the reason for me singing and writing is still the same, because obviously I wanted to be Eddie Vedder when I was 12. But I think the style of me writing has probably changed an awful lot. I wouldn't say that I try and write specifically like anyone, but I think different bands have made me listen to music differently, especially the likes of Matchbox 20, where they concentrate on the lyrics, has made me concentrate more lyrically than musically, if that makes sense. Because as I say, for me, his lyrics stick in my head more than...
What's your creative process for your lyrics?
I haven't got one. I'll either, sometimes I can just write a song in my head in 5 minutes, other times it'll take me 6 weeks to write a song of the same length. It's really no set thing.
So there's no best time when lyrics come to you, like when you're in the shower or something?
Not really. I mean, I say I'll be walking down the street and something will just be sticking into my head, and then I'll record it on my phone and go on. But as I said, there's been times when I've woke up in the middle of the night and I've got to write that down. But then there's been times when I've purposely sat down and to write songs.
So far, your first album, what's it called? Give us some details.
First album was called The Wrong Reason.
What was the wrong reason?
Just far too many to list. Far too many. I think there's a song on it called Strong, which I may very well play a bit, which was the first song I wrote that set the standards for everything I've wrote since. I had hundreds of songs before that, and then as soon as I wrote that, they just got lost, and I started from scratch with one song. And there's no, I don't think there's any set way of writing songs or anything like that. I think it's just whatever happens at the time. I've not really got a lot of, I'm not really very bright, so it just happens.
I mean, so when you're doing an album, you know, do you have like a sort of a theme in mind? Like, I mean, would you go for more of a concept album, like this album is about this, or mood at the very least, or what's the collection?
I think, being honest with the first album, a lot of the songs just fit. Whether the moody ones like Closer, or there's a couple of light-hearted and quieter ones. And I don't know, they just, as I say, I'm happy with the songs that I've got on the album because they do just fit together. That wasn't even intentional in any way, shape or form. I never sat there and thought I'm going to write these songs and it's going to be this kind of a journey kind of thing. It's just that they just naturally fit together as an album, which I'm, as I say, I'm happy with anyway.
Yeah.
And lately, my newer stuff that I've been writing for my second album has took a bit of a different turn and gone a bit more moodier, a bit, not dark, the lyrics are still the same style of lyrics, but a bit more, there's a bit more crunch to my new stuff, whereas my first album, that's me, obviously that's your standard album, that's what you're going to be judged, everything that you ever write on, I'm going to base against that.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously you're looking, you know, putting that up online eventually. I mean, would you ever, obviously in an ideal world, want to have it out as a physical? I mean, how much do you sort of, how well do you regard like physical albums, like CDs or vinyls even? You know, I mean, in a perfect world, would you would love a gatefold?
Yeah, yeah. God, lad. I mean, see, the thing with that is once you've got a physical album, it's there forever.
Yeah.
And it's something that even if I made CDs and they never got anywhere, I'd still have that to show my kid when he grows up. Look, I've got that, and he'd be able to put in and listen to it. It's there forever. Yeah. But there's a lot of things. If it's just online or stuff like that, then it can be lost.
Have you got any advice for any young musicians starting out?
Yeah, don't do it.
I suppose that is a good question. If you could talk to your 18-year-old self, would you say, look, or would you still say?
I think when you're that young, when I was a kid, I was like, I want to be a singer, I'm going to be famous, I'm going to do all this. Yeah. And then you go out and you try and do it and you realise that you can't really make any money doing it. So then you do other things. I started singing in pubs and clubs, and then you kind of get caught up in that. And I'd say, if you're going to do it, you've got to be realistic. It's very difficult to not let it take over your life, and that's because it can be pretty miserable when it does, being honest.
Well, on a lighter note, then, would you like to play us some of your your tunes?
When you wake up in the afternoon and I kept the world asleep, I should have listened when you told me all you needed was some room to breathe. But know that now I see the way I should have been, even though you were wrong. When the things you try to find are hiding away, and the things that you need, they don't come easy. And when the things that you want are walking away, just close your eyes, 'cause I'll be there, and I'll be there. I held my breath every time you walked into the room. You forced a smile and walk on by. I know I pushed too far, too much too soon, but you didn't even try. But know that now I see the way I should have been, even when I was wrong. When the things you try to find are hiding away, and the things that you need, they don't come easy. And when the things that you want are walking away, just close your eyes, 'cause I'll be there, and I'll be there. Just close your eyes, oh, and I'll be there. When the things you try to find are hiding away, and the things that you need, they don't come easy. And when the things that you want are hiding away. You watch the sun go down, and as you wait for another day, you come down from your cloud, but now you're praying for try another way, but it doesn't feel the same. You try to hide your face. Need to know that you're gonna stand strong this time, and see just how high that you can climb to the stars. You know you will always shine. Don't care how it was before, 'cause now you're fine. You know I'm always gonna be by your side. Where I'm always gonna be for all of my life. And please believe me. And please believe me. And you try so hard to see that better days are coming. You find the strength to